Ewu Kwenu. That was the cry of Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. A rallying call to Igbos when he delivered a lecture, I call it a lecture, to them after the opening of, or during the opening of the trade fair complex in Lagos. Ojukwu did that, said that on the Igbo. Ewu, I know that Ewu is good. And Kwenu is kind of greetings or something in Igbo land. Ewu Kwenu. And everywhere was silent. I was privileged to be there. Everywhere was silent. All the Igbo traders that were there, that were happy that Dim was there to address them, they kept quiet. I believe that many of you that are listening to me now, some of you might have had that or was there when this thing happened. That was the madness the Igbos portrayed in Lagos when they built the trade fair complex in Lagos. You all know the story. And this Tinubu dealt with them seriously. I wouldn't like to go much about that, but I want Igbos to understand something. My earlier video, I told you guys that your governors are tilting towards Tinubu because of their personal interests. Their personal interests. But many of you that are calling P2B names, many of you that goes on TV, radio stations, podcasts, and they will try to twist everything so that you will insult P2B. A friend of mine told me something. He said, if you want to get anything from Igbo man, use an Igbo man. I said, that's who they are. I said, I've dealt with Igbo people many times in businesses and every other thing. They are genuine people. Many of them I know anyway. They are genuine. But it's like politics is not their thing. That is one thing I noticed about Igbo people. They are not really politically inclined. They believe that they can use Peter to pay Paul. That is not politics. You see, when it comes to politics, give it to the Yorubas. Give it to the Yorubas. But if it comes to excellence in politics, give it to the Hausas and the Fulanis. I don't know if you understand. Excellent in politics, give it to the Hausas and the Fulanis. They know politics in and out. Yorubas knows politics, but excellent in it. The people that really knows politics very well, they are the Hausas and the Fulanis. You can't take it away from them. That is why a Fulani man will come here and wipe out the entire village and still make it look like they are the ones that are the victims of the whole killing. But they are the ones that did the killings. They wiped out the whole village. They went to your farm with their malu and everything and clear your farm with their cows and everything and still make it look like you are the one that is guilty. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I watched one, was it in Olo? In one of the farms. The Fulani guy was there with his cows and all that. And they were yumming up that man's cassava and yams and everything. And the man was busy making video. Say, look at my farm, oh, look at my farm. The Hausa people. And the small boy with AK at his back, the small boy, the herder, was there laughing. And the cows, they were busy having a free lunch. And the guy was there shouting, making video in his farm. A Fulani man will not do that. A Fulani man will not do that when it comes to that. Because they know what the Igbo people is like. The politics of Nigeria, you guys are still a bit backward. That is why I brought the issue of what Dim said in Lagos. And since that time till date, I thought that Igbo people would learn their lessons. No way. They are still building and rebuilding in Lagos. They are still building and rebuilding. They will destroy, they will build again. They will destroy, they will build again. I traveled to Anambra State, Oba to be precise. I saw vast of land, like acres, very mighty. They built, was it the proposed site for Obamem Market or thereabout. It's along Onitsha Road, Onitsha-Owerri Road, by the left when you are going to Owerri, and by the right when you are coming from Owerri. And that place is still there before I left Nigeria. It was still very big, mighty. They couldn't develop that. They couldn't. But all of them are, if you go to Alaba Market, you see small shops like this, and they are paying thousands of naira per year to get that small shop. But they cannot develop theirs. When you ask them, they say there is no seaport in the east. You guys are joking. Who told you that every developed country has seaports? Imo State Airport is cargo airport. That is what you don't know. Imo State Airport is cargo airport. You have airports now in Anambra State. You have airports now in Asaba, Enugu. Abia State Airport is nearing the completion. You guys can decide your fate and start forcing yourself into Nigeria that is not working for you. You guys should forget about playing the second-class citizen. I've said this before. You need to know your value in Nigeria. You don't know your value. That is why they are using you guys. There is no way a Fulani man will accept Igbo man fully. They know that is what they were told, and they are living with that. They believe that an Igbo man is very, very intelligent, and if you bring him closer, he will buy your land, buy everything from you, and develop the place and take over. That's what they believe, that Igbos normally take over their land. But you guys can develop yours, and you make them jealous. They will come to your land. Yeah, they are rearing the cow, but they don't eat it. They are growing tomatoes, pepper, and all the rest of them. They do not eat it. So you guys can make them jealous, and they can come to your land if you know exactly what you are looking for. Because you don't just wake up one morning without planning and believe that everything will work out. No. You need to get to work. If you continue to do all these things we are doing now, no, you don't really have any place in the polity.